fewer than 20,000 protesters on Monday stormed the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited towers in Abuja, demanding the immediate resignation of Group Chief Executive Officer Mele. The protesters, led by the 2 million man, marched against oil scam Cabal and economic freedom rights activists in Nigeria, condemned Kyari's leadership as incompetent, citing skyrocketing fuel prices, endless fuel queues, and economic hardship. The protesters said Kyari's leadership has failed Nigerians, prioritizing selfish interests over national welfare. In a statement signed by its co-convener, Abdullahi Bilal, the protesters demanded an end to the subsidy payment and full deregulation, as the current subsidy regime enriches a selected few, while full deregulation would introduce transparency and fairness.
Leadership of the NNPC has lost its focus. The leadership of the NNPC has lost its initiatives. Therefore, it should be scrapped, starting from the head, Mr. Mele Kyari. I am a lawyer. We are exercising these rights flowing from the Constitution of the Nigeria. We feel pained. All Nigerians feel pained. Both the security operatives feel pained. The business mogul feel pained. Civil servants are more pained than us. They are taken home so that they can no longer take them home. Many indices, the cost of living has gone way behind the rooftop. Nigerians can no longer breathe. We can no longer breathe. Enough is enough. This is the highest we can go as citizens. This is the highest we can go as a people. This is the highest we can go as a nation. Let the president hear the cries of Nigerians and sack and remove Mele Kyari. He has lost focus. He is confused. He does not know what to do about the oil business in Nigeria. Enough is enough. Let the needful be done. We will be here until we get positive news. We shall be here tomorrow. We shall be here next tomorrow. We shall be here till the end of the year until the needful is done.
Accordingly, Bilal called for an end to the importation of adulterated fuel, a harmful practice that must be stopped immediately, with those responsible held accountable. The protesters also highlighted the failure of Dangote Refinery to solve Nigeria's fuel crisis despite billions spent on rehabilitation. The protesters therefore urged President Bola Tinubu to relieve Kyari of his duties and overhaul the oil sector's management immediately.
We demand today, we are not asking for too much. When the leader has failed in the Western world, he steps down willingly. It's only in Nigeria that in failure, you want to remain in power. Today, we are calling as a people, demanding that the leadership of the NNPCL needs to step down with immediate effect. Otherwise, Nigeria will be brought to a state of halt. Nigeria will be brought to a state of a standstill. And I believe Mr. President's good intention, which is renewed hope agenda, will not be changed to a renewed hope or a renewed hardship agenda. Because the hardship is becoming unbearable. The hardship is becoming something that the average Nigerian can no longer. People have died. We want that hope indeed to be practicalized. We want that hope indeed to come to fruition. And therefore, we demand the immediate removal of Mr. Mele Kyari, because from all indication, it has been proven that he lacks the capacity, he lacks the tenacity, he lacks the intellectual know-how to run this company, which is a major stake in the Nigerian economy.
Similarly, the group condemned the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited for importing adulterated fuel into the country. The group said this act of economic sabotage has led to endless fuel queues. The group urged NNPCL to prioritize Nigerians' well-being over profit and ensure only high-quality fuel enters into the country.
What happens to the 4 refineries? What happens to the billions and billions of Nigerian naira that has been invested as turnaround maintenance in the 4 refineries? What has happened over time? Records have it that the amount of money that we have been invested for turnaround maintenance in this country is enough to make the 4 refineries functional. We are calling for immediate nationalization of the commodity sector of the economy, which includes the oil sector, and this thing should be democratically placed under the commands of Nigerian people. We are tired of issuing oil licenses to friends, colleagues, and cronies and politicians who prioritize their profit over the interests of the Nigerian people. There is no how that we will be crying for poverty in the midst of abundance. There is no how that we will continue to live in the life of penury in the midst of abundance. There is no how we will have enough resources and we become beggars in our own country. The refineries must be fixed. A capable hand should come on board.
The group also demanded that the government invest in local refineries to meet domestic fuel demands, eliminating the need for costly and sometimes dangerous imports.
We are here to address a crisis that has plagued our nation for far too long, one that strikes at the heart of our economy, our daily lives, our fundamental rights. I speak of the importation of adulterated fuel into Nigeria by the NNPCL and the unbearable impact it has had on us all.
Let us be clear, this is no mere accident or oversight. The blending and distribution of substandard fuel is an intentional act, a calculated decision to compromise the lives and well-being of millions of Nigerians in exchange for profit. It is an act of economic sabotage against the Nigerian people, and we must respond with seriousness it deserves. We are witnessing firsthand and consequences of this betrayal. The adulterated fuel and its elevated levels of sulfur and other harmful impurities has led to serious damages to vehicles across the nation.